conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the North Texas Mean Green taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Sheffield. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. For a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Morris. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Ran through the contact. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Comes out throwing on first down. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Harris. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Stumbled to the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's still 3rd and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, North Texas.
3rd and goal coming up here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So this opening drive finds a bump in the road here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Trying to get to him. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
The give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Presley. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. He breaks the tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Lagos. Fires to the tight end. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
The end of the 1st quarter. With the score, North Texas 3, Tulsa 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Tulsa will come to the line on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tulsa! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sheffield. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
1st and 10.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll put the tight end in motion. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
North Texas really has it going on offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Morris. Coming after him. Zings it complete to the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. They'll toss it to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Morris. It's complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Lagas. Looking down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Touch pass on the run. To the 10. And he's running in the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Now on first down from the 28. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, North Texas.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Morris. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
It is good.
That makes the score North Texas 13, Tulsa.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fair catch called for and made. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. To the ground with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Back to pass. It's Vegas. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Williams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working.
Easy. Flare.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Lagas. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
19-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Tulsa now has it in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down.
Easy. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Morris. Unloads it downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. North Texas really has it going on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hammond. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Running back searching for a hole. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Dropping back, it's Morris. Got his man on the right. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Tulsa, 14. North Texas, 13.
second down now as they're ready to go back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Tulsa is third down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He got it. And they go back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Hurricane will take over first and 10.
Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Set up for second and short after that completion.
Green 25.
Looking for a man. It's Vegas. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quick completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tulsa! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sheffield. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
To the air, it's Morris. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. The give to the lone running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Running to the left. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's first and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They go to the counter. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Here comes the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Using the quick game. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 40. Oh, look out! At the 30. At the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Watkins. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights.
That's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Coming out with it, it's Sheffield. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
That's reeled in. It's Ward. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
He'll take the deep shot. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College